Marcus Reed arrived at his Atlanta headquarters early Monday morning, carrying his briefcase and his daughter's handmade lunch note. He expected a normal day reviewing reports. Instead, the security guard blocked the entrance and calmly told him that his name had been removed from the approved visitor list that morning. Marcus stared at the guard, certain there had been a mistake. He explained that he was the company's founder and majority owner, but the guard only followed instructions. Several employees watched behind the glass doors. Marcus noticed a new security policy posted nearby, yet nobody had informed him about it. The situation became more embarrassing when a receptionist approached and asked Marcus to leave the lobby. She recognized him, but claimed senior management had ordered staff not to allow him inside. Marcus remained composed. As a single father, he had learned patience from raising his daughter while building his company. Marcus quietly called his executive assistant, Rachel, but she did not answer. He tried another director and received the same silence. Something was clearly wrong. His company, Reed Logistics, had grown from one delivery van into a nationwide transportation business. Marcus knew secrecy usually meant someone was hiding something important. He sat outside and reviewed messages on his phone. A notification showed an emergency leadership meeting scheduled that morning, but Marcus had never been invited. Worse, the meeting included several executives who had recently pushed for major changes to the company's ownership structure without his approval or knowledge whatsoever. Marcus decided not to create a scene. Instead, he contacted the company attorney and requested an immediate review of corporate records. Within minutes, the attorney discovered that someone had circulated a memo claiming Marcus was temporarily unavailable due to a personal emergency. The memo had never been authorized by him. Then Marcus received a message from his daughter, Lily, asking whether he would still make dinner that evening. He smiled despite everything. He promised he would. Lily had watched her father build Reed Logistics while balancing school events, late nights, and sacrifices. Marcus refused to let betrayal steal family time. At noon, Marcus returned to headquarters with his attorney. This time, security allowed them through after receiving formal confirmation of his ownership. Employees fell silent as Marcus entered the lobby. He walked toward the conference room and heard voices discussing a secret plan against him to remove him permanently from office immediately. Marcus opened the conference room door. Several executives stopped talking. Rachel stood beside the chief financial officer, looking nervous. Marcus placed the attorney's documents on the table and asked who authorized the memo denying him access. Nobody answered. Finally, Rachel admitted that the executives had planned everything without Marcus's knowledge. The chief financial officer argued that Marcus had become too focused on family responsibilities and was no longer available enough to lead. Marcus listened carefully. He explained that being a single father never prevented him from running the company. It taught him to prioritize people, preparation, responsibility, and time wisely. Marcus then revealed documents his attorney had uncovered. The executives had secretly prepared contracts, transferring company assets into a new subsidiary controlled by themselves. Their plan was to weaken Marcus's ownership and force him into accepting a reduced leadership role. The room became completely silent as their scheme was exposed. The security manager who had blocked Marcus apologized. Marcus thanked him for following instructions rather than blaming him. Then Marcus addressed employees outside the room, explaining that nobody should be punished for honestly following company procedures. He promised to investigate the leadership team fairly, openly, and transparently to everyone there. By the end of the week, the executives responsible were removed from their positions pending legal review. Marcus introduced stronger ownership protections, clearer security procedures, and an employee reporting system. He also promoted overlooked workers who had demonstrated integrity. The company slowly regained trust, and Marcus became a stronger leader. That evening, Marcus arrived home before dinner and found Lily waiting with 2 plates on the kitchen table. She asked whether everything was okay. Marcus smiled and said it was now. He understood success was not about controlling every room he entered. It was about building something honorable for others.